Hello everyone, my name is Jeevan. Today I'm going to explain the Linux directory structure, the file system in the Linux directory, how and there are several commands, the useful commands which will be very useful while working into the any Linux system, whether you are working on any Linux mode of any your network security device or real Linux server or Kali Linux or any Linux system you want, you are working, you want to have this skill in the Linux. So these commands will be very helpful getting start. So let's start. So directory structure of the Linux. So directory structure of the Linux is defined in a way as a tree structure. So the top level directory in the Linux is the root directory. So under the root we have several subdirectory like bin. The bin is like contains the commands used by the all user. It's not the binary file in Windows, but it's bin is the container of the commands used by the all user. The dev is the directory where external device information uh, shows. Let's say you have attached some any external hard disk or any CD-ROM or any external device, so those information you can see under this directory. So home directory is the entry directory for for any user uh, when any user other than root will log in, so the user is going to log in into their home directory. So it's just a home directory for any user. etc uh, etc or etc, it is the directory which contains all configuration related files. And the another is the usr. The usr is the directory by default contains the software packages. Let's say you install any software package into your Linux system, so you can see those information under etc. And the boot directory contains the bootable file information of the Linux system. So let me show you the directory structure in detail. Let me log in into the Linux system and I will show you how it will look like. Okay, so I'm into the Linux system now. I will show you how the Linux directory structure that I just explained you. Here is the file system folder. When you go into the file system of the Linux system, and you can see you will see all these folders here in a GUI console as well. You can see the bin directory, the boot directory, the deb, etc, home, lib, library files, lib32 and 64. They're different too. And the media is about containing the media information and all. So this is the directory structure. It is in a tree level. Let's say you have these are the root is the top level, then you have further these many subdirectory, and then inside each directory you can go inside and find these many subdirectories. So it's that's why it is called Linux directory structure in a or a Linux directory structure. So that's it in the directory structure. And now let me take you to the Linux command, the very important command, Linux command that uh, will be very useful while working into the any Linux system. So let me open quickly the terminal, Linux terminal, and show you the very important commands and the terminal system, how we can run the uh, and what is the use case of those commands. So when you log in into the terminal, you see the dollar sign that tells you are logging using the user prompt, the user mode. So you will have the privilege level, whatever you are given. So you could elevate that privilege level using sudo su. Sudo su is the command which will take you a normal user to get elevated its privilege as a in a root level. So as soon as you hit this command, it will prompt you to log in. In this case, it's not prompting, but normally it may prompt you to put your credentials. Then it will take you to the root level. How you can identify whether you are in root or user prompt? So with this symbol, so dollar symbol is the user prompt, and the hash pound is the root. And also you can see the user. So you are with the root at this is your username and the directory, and it is saying home slash os boxes directory. So this is your privilege level in the root. So root in Linux is like a admin privilege in the Windows system. So to exit from it, just simply type exit, and now you are back into the user prompt. So the next command I'm going to show you pwd present working directory. Let's say you want to see which directory currently you are working on. So you can see you are under the home slash os boxes directory. Let's say you want to see the date, the very basic commands I'm going to show you. So it will show you the dates with the time zone and the all information here. Another important command may be useful for you to see the which user level you are currently working on. So you can just type in who am I simply. So when you type who am I, so it will tell you which user you are logged in. So this is OS boxes. And also there is another just who command. So who will show you which user and how that user is logged in. So TTY terminal level and the time also when date and time uh, this user is logged in. The another command, let's say you want to see what are the software packages are installed in your Linux file. So you can just hit the which command. So which will show you the, and also you could just simply check the particular package. The package in Linux is like the software is installed. Let's say we install software in the Windows system. So we say the software, for example, um, I have installed WinZip, or I have installed any other software. Let's say Python I have installed. So that is sort of the software we say in Windows term. In Linux term, it is called a package. So which, let's say I want to check uh, Python, whether Python install is here or not. So which just Python. So it will show you user bin Python directory is already there. So let's say you want to check whether you have chef is installed or not. So which that particular package name, and it will tell you whether the package is installed or not. Okay, now the next command I'm going to uh, show you the very important command, that is ls. Ls is the list command in the Linux to show you the list of the files and folder in the directory you are currently in. So when you hit the just ls, it will tell you all the files and the folder inside uh, the directory currently you are in. And there are several extension in the ls. So let's say you want to see the hidden file, but the currently it's just showing the all normal files. Let's say you want to see the hidden file as well. So ls-a will show you the all hidden files as well. So how you get to know which is hidden or normal? So the dot starting with the dot are the all hidden folders and the file. And how you can know, let's say you want to see in detail, so you can add the another extension like ls-al. It will show you in long detail about the file and folder. And the another thing may be helpful. So how in the Linux system you'll get to know or the identify which is the file and which is folder here. So as you can notice here, you see the different coloring for the folders here, but that's not the uh, really applicable every time, because the color may vary. So the easy way you can see this, the ls-al command, and then you can see the d, starting with the d is the directory, it, and this is hidden file, and this is just a file. So wherever you see the D, that's the directory, and and the R is the read privilege and the write privilege, and X is the all delete privilege as well. So these are the privilege level. I will also explain these privilege level in detail about the file. So that tells what operation you can perform, that this user can perform in this file or the directory. So next command, very important command, I will show you uh, lsblk. So lsblk is a command which will tell us the mounting, the hard disk and its partition. So here it's saying that we have a SD at the one drive, and there are four partition in this drive. So SD123. So that information you can see using lsblk. And another thing, let's say you want to see the top process, which process is consuming the more CPU or a memory here. So you just need to hit the top. So it will give you the list of processes and their consumption, as well as the process ID into the file system, into the Linux system they are currently consuming. The next one, uh, another very good command I will show you, that is the history. Let's say you want to see how what what are the commands someone has hit into the system. So history will tell you, and also it will give you the ID also directly. You can see this, the 13113 number, someone, this user had hit this command, and then after this ls-al, then top, and lsblk, like this. So this history will tell us what are the commands has been hit into their this file system. Let's say something happened wrong, so this will help uh, you to trace, go down and understand what has happened in the uh, in recently in this Linux system. So this is very helpful. Another just operational commands like clear. Let's say you want to clear off your the current screen, so it will just make your screen clear to uh, make working uh, good. So it's not going to clear the commands you have hit or any content. It's just going to give you clear screen. Let's say if you hit the history again, so you are going to get what are the commands someone has hit still here. No, it's not going to clear anything. It's just clearing the screen to make you feel better while working. So these are very important command, and in the next video I will prepare for the remaining commands, the useful commands like the cat commands, creating how to create a file and how to create a directory into the Linux system, and then how to perform the operations into the files, like reading the content of the file, inserting the content into the file, and modifying the file or renaming the file, and how to change the modification time of that particular file, or copying content of one file to another file, or deleting file and removing the directory and all, in my next video. And that's it in this video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Hope this has been informative to you. If you like, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.